The second property in geometry of straight lines that we're going to look at is our vertically opposite angles. So yeah, vertically opposite angles. And what vertically opposite angles are is they share points, a vertex, between the same two lines. The angles they create on the opposite sides of the vertex, those are equal. So I often say it's the one that looks like the two fishies that are kissing. So then those two would be equal and those two would be equal. And even if there's more than two lines, it's going to be those that are between the same two lines. So here, if we look at here, between the red and the purple, the other angle that's between the red and the purple, those two will be equal. Between the red and the orange will be equal to between the red and the orange. And between the orange and the purple equal to between the orange and the purple. Okay, so sometimes if it gets a bit overwhelming, it does help if we just use a little bit of color. Okay, and our reason is vertically opposite angles equal. So vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay, have you noticed yet that our reasons, even though they're quite abbreviated, if you read it properly, they are sentences. They are our reason why. It's not just a bunch of random things that we are memorizing, hopefully. Then let's look at these two examples. So there's multiple ways you can go about it, but so usually we start alphabetically. So between x and y, we're going to do x first. So if this is angle x, you will see angle x is between these two, and on the other side, between the same two lines, okay, there is just two, is 67. So then we will say x is going to be 67 degrees because the vertically opposite angles are equal, because vertically opposite angles are equal and they are vertically opposite. Then to find y, okay, the one that's vertically opposite to y is this A point D, but we don't have this size, so we are just going to use a property from the previous video, and that is angles on a straight line. So we know y plus 67, and this now doesn't matter if you're seeing it as this straight line, y plus 67, or this straight line, because we just calculated x to be 67. Either way, when we plus y and 67 degrees together, we are going to get 180 degrees because they are angles on a straight line. Then we need to get this plus 67 to the other side, so we minus 67. 80 minus 67, okay, is going to be 113. And then we're done. We've answered x, we've given our reason. We've answered y, we have our reason, but our reason is next to where we use the theorem, right? Not next to the answer. Unless the answer and the theorem is one and the same, like it was here above. This second one is a bit more tricky. We are still working, it's two lines. This is the one side, and this is the other side. So we know this entire angle, and we copy and paste what they wrote there, 2x minus 20, is the same size. It will have the same value as the angle that is vertically opposite from it, which is 146. And now we have an equation that we could solve. Just remember our reason, it's vertically opposite angles are equal. So we first go plus our 20 because there's a minus 20. Remember, it's a times 2 and a minus 20. So we first plus 20 and then we divide by 2. We go divide by 2. X is going to be 83. And we're done.